Are you single and feeling out of the loop? Put away that mouse and get out of the house. Join In the Loop, Seattle's brand new activities club just for singles. Go to intheloopsingles.com today.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
The girl that's on the phone to do a second date update today actually got stood up completely for her first date, but she feels like it might be her fault.
Really?
Yeah, normally when somebody gets stood up, they're angry at the other person. They're like, I just want to get them on the phone so I can yell at them.
Yeah.
But she feels like she might have actually screwed up and maybe understands why this guy didn't show up for her date. Amy, how are you?
Hi, guys. I'm okay.
First of all, did he just stand you up completely?
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. I waited at the bar and waited, and I never saw anyone. I didn't hear from him.
That's like the worst feeling ever. How long did you wait?
Well, I was there for like 30 minutes when I started to wonder if I should maybe like text or call, and then right around 45 minutes, I'm kind of patient, I guess.
Yeah.
And I texted him and didn't hear anything back, and then I called him.
And no answer to that either?
What?
Yeah, so I probably waited about an hour total.
Okay, and how did you meet this guy?
I met him online.
Okay, and how long had you been talking before you decided to meet up?
We were chatting for like 2 weeks, and we had pretty lengthy conversations. And I really felt like I knew this guy and, you know, knew a lot about him. And, I mean, I don't know if any of you have done online dating, but it's pretty clear, you know, the guys that are just looking for one thing, and they pretty much get to the point really quick. I mean, most guys aren't going to spend 2 weeks figuring out who you are and what you like.
Unless they're good at it. And then you'll have no idea that that's all they want. So you just made plans to meet at this bar, and then you're waiting there for like 45 minutes. And what's going through your mind while you're waiting for him?
Well, a lot of things. I know that he lives like 25 minutes away, so that was one of the things I thought, well, you know, maybe he's stuck in traffic. So I waited a little while.
Because if he lived right down the street and he was 45 minutes late, you'd be like, all right, he's definitely standing me up. So you thought maybe it was a traffic issue?
Yeah, so I texted him initially and just was like, you know, is everything okay? And I didn't hear anything back. And so then I thought, well, maybe he's in an accident or something.
And that's the kind of the point where you like start to not necessarily hope that he's in an accident, but like maybe not like a bad accident where he's injured, but you know, I hope maybe he got like a little bit of an accident so that he's not standing me up.
Right.
So your email did say though that you feel like it might be your fault that he stood you up, and why is that? You never really actually explained it.
Yeah. So I told it's like a tiny, tiny white lie on the dating profile.
Okay, what was your white lie?
I'm 32, and I said that I was 25.
That's a big difference there.
You lied about your age.
7 years, that is a big age difference, Amy.
I mean, you know how it is. Guys want younger women, and at the time it seems like the right thing to do.
And did you ever come clean about this?
No, I have not come clean. So that's my thought, is that maybe he Googled me. Or, you know, Facebooked me, or...
So what, I mean, you've been online dating a lot, you said. What do you do when guys show up, they think you're 25 and you're actually 32? How do you break that to them?
I mean, I don't think that I look that much different than I did. You know, I mean, I was using a picture from a few years ago, but I really don't think that I look that different.
Amy, you were catfishing him.
Here's the deal, is once you hit the 30 mark, you get less messages from people. People are just not as interested. And so, you know, putting that I'm 25, I simply get more messages and more people are willing to look at me and then potentially...
Amy, I know where you're coming from. Look, if I were to do online dating, all right, I never have, but if I were, my profile picture would be Mario Lopez.
It's really simple.
You know, so I can understand where you're coming from. You want to make yourself seem a little more attractive. And this is the only thing that you can think of, is that maybe he found out your real age.
Exactly.
So are you wanting to call and apologize and see if you can make good with that?
Well, I honestly just want to find out what it is, you know, why he stood me up.
All right. We'll play a song, come back, call him, and get your second date update, okay?
Okay.
All right, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Amy is on the phone with us, and she wants to call a guy named Craig today because Craig stood her up for her date. But Amy feels like it might be her fault because they met online and Amy lied about her age by 7 years. She's 32 years old, said that she was 25. She thinks maybe that he Googled her or maybe showed up and saw her and realized that she wasn't 25 and then just decided to split. She hasn't heard anything from him after waiting for like 45 minutes. So we're going to call, try to get him on the phone and see if we can find out if that's the reason. Amy, I was thinking about it, and I don't think that he stood you up because you lied about your age.
You don't?
No, I don't. Because if I showed up and you said you were 25 and then I saw that you were like in your 30s, I would have definitely stayed and came and talked to you. Whoa. Because it's probably a sure thing. Because you're getting older and you're running out of time and you got to get it in while you can. You know what I mean? I know that it's probably going to happen with you.
I'm with you, bro.
Yeah, right?
What is wrong with you guys?
Nice. Okay.
Well, I'm going to dial the phone number right now, see if we can get him on the phone and find out why he stood you up, okay?
All right.
All right, here we go.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Craig, please?
this is Craig.
Hey, Craig, how are you? This is Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning.
Who? Sorry.
Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning, the radio show.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Fine. Sorry, why are you calling?
I'm calling because you recently sort of went out on a date with a listener of ours, and they wanted us to get a hold of you.
Oh.
And I say sort of went out on a date because you never actually showed up to the date.
You're talking about Amy?
Yes, I am talking about Amy. She emailed us and told us that you guys have been talking online and made plans to meet up at a bar, and then you no-showed.
I'm sorry, so she called you and wanted you to call me?
Yep.
Or...
Yeah, because apparently you haven't answered any of her phone calls or texts or anything like that.
Oh, okay, so she's upset about it?
You know what?
What?
Well, we talked to her, and she's not really as upset as you think you would be if somebody made you wait at a bar for 45 minutes and didn't answer any text messages or phone calls from them. She just kind of wants to know why.
It's really complicated, and it's not her fault. That's important for her to know. I should have texted her.
Okay. Well, if it's not her fault, can you tell us what it is so that we can let her know? Because, I mean, you can imagine if you're in her shoes and you make plans to meet with somebody that you think is cool and then they don't show up, it upset you a little bit, even if you're not like outwardly upset at that person.
I can imagine that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see how, yes.
So could you do her that favor and let us know why you would stand her up?
I mean, I had every intention of meeting her and going on the date as we planned, but I live in Puyallup, and I just couldn't go through with it.
What?
Because you live in Puyallup.
Well, I mean, kind of. It's a long story, but basically a situation that just makes it very difficult.
Are you embarrassed because you live in Puyallup? I'm more confused. You say you have a situation. I'd like to find out what that means, but I'm confused why you just mentioned the cities.
Basically, I live in Puyallup, and I don't go into Seattle very much, ever. Okay? I mean, the last time I was there was probably 2 years ago.
What?
You know, and it's not that far away by distance, but for me, going into the city tends to stress me out, and the closer I got to Seattle, you know, kind of my fears were building and kind of started to overwhelm me.
Wow.
Is it the traffic?
It's traffic, it's people, there's a lot of tall buildings, and that's basically a lot of movement, and I honestly don't know how you guys do it. Like, you walk down just a regular street in a city, and there's so many sounds, you don't know where they're coming from, like, there's people everywhere, cars. Traffic alone is enough to just, like, freak me out. You know, there's people changing lanes, not even signaling, so many bad drivers. How do you guys even operate?
So correct me if I'm wrong, Craig. It sounds like you were scared of the city.
I'm not scared of it necessarily, but it just...
He's petrified.
I'm not scared of
Jubal.
it. Yeah, I'm just really, really frightened of it.
He just breaks out into cold sweats. That's all.
I don't have nightmares about it or anything. You know, like, it's not like a horror movie for me, but it's just a lot.
I understand, and that's something that's hard to tell somebody before you've even had your first date.
Yeah, I mean, like, what am I supposed to do? Text her and say, Sorry, I'm scared of the big city.
Just I'm a little country boy, and I can't possibly drive in with all those cars and people.
Did you see that giant space needle they got up there?
You know what, Craig? I meet a lot of people like you after my comedy shows when I do them, like in Puyallup and stuff like that. They talk about the city of Seattle like it's foreign, like they've never gone there, and they're just like, I can't even drive in there because the traffic scares me, and I hate going there.
Anytime I invite friends from Tacoma, they're always like, "Oh, I hate coming to Seattle.
Yeah.
The traffic." And
I'm
all the
sorry,
parking."
but he is playing such a victim role here when he's the one that stood this girl up, and you never even sent her a text. Like, you could have made up any other excuse in the world. You didn't even have to tell her the truth.
I'm not a liar. I didn't want to lie to her and also get into something else where, she didn't know the real truth. So I just figured it was easier to not,
All right. But I do have to let you know that Amy is actually on the other line and heard everything that you just said.
Hi, Craig.
Oh, my God. Oh, my gosh.
So I really wasn't sure why you stood me up, but I really never would have guessed that it's because you were scared of.
Yeah, I mean, why would you go to that? I know, and
I mean, why didn't you just tell me? You know what I mean? I waited there, and then I spent this whole time wondering, what did I do to make you stand me up? Because I really liked you, and all you had to do was, answer my text message or answer my phone call.
I know. I just didn't know how to tell you. And
yeah, Craig. I mean, listen, Craig. Amy is a 32-year-old woman. Okay, she can handle the news that you have trouble going to the city.
Amy's 25.
Oh, did I make a mistake there?
Yeah, she's 25.
Yeah.
I mean,
actually, she's 32.
Really?
Are we talking about this?
So I guess you both have something that you kind of didn't tell each other, right?
That's messed up. That is messed up.
I figure now you both can come clean about everything.
Are you really 32?
Kinda.
Kinda, sorta.
Why didn't you tell me?
Really, I just didn't think you were going to be attracted to me if I was 32, or you wouldn't have messaged me, or...
Honestly, I thought you were a really mature 25-year-old. But I'm not. I have no problem with you being 32. It's a little weird that you lied to me, but I guess I kind of hid things from you, too.
Yeah, and you made her wait at a bar for 45 minutes, Craig.
True.
So maybe give her a break on the age thing.
Oh, my God.
All right.
Okay?
Yeah.
Craig, would you like a second date with Amy? I will pay for it.
I don't know how it would work because I don't like to go to Seattle, and she probably doesn't want to come to me, and, it's kind of one or the other.
I mean, at least we could meet in the middle, maybe, so I'm not always traveling, and maybe you could ride back with me sometime, and you'll be with me, and you'll be safe. Or
You'll be safe from
safe.
big, scary
You won't-
Seattle.
you won't-
Oh, my God.
You won't get robbed, Craig.
Yeah.
So what do you think? Can you guys find a way to make this crazy long-distance relationship of yours work?
Long distance.
Craig, have you ever been to the metropolis called Renton?
Yes.
Yes, you have. Okay, so you know where that is. What if we have you guys meet there?
That should be fine.
Okay.
I can deal with that, yeah.
So serious
Craig, it's a
about
city
it,
that Craig
too.
can handle. And Amy, you know where that is. You don't mind traveling?
Not at all.
Not at all. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Then congratulations, you guys. You got your second date, Amy. Well, first date, I guess, because you never showed up on the first one. But whatever.
Right. I'm super excited.
Yeah. I promise I will be there, and if I'm not there, then I will call.
Okay. I promise I will be there unless the parking lot is full. Too many people.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.